Yo, what's up, guys? It's Clappy here, and I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be just announcing my overall purpose on this channel. So you know me. I'm a competitive FPS player. We used to be really chill back in the 2010s about gaming and everything, and pretty much anybody could just come in and find it. Now there's a lot of exclusivity rights, and I just want to just show people what it is my purpose is and what I think that I have in store, that I'm sure that if given the means I could shake things up. So let me show you guys here. The main focus of my setup and stuff is pretty much just convenience, but that I don't want to highlight anything special, but I have a couple of ideas and that are logged into a gaming Bible here that could revolutionize and pretty much make it so that way everybody who plays a game gets the most apt information to, if they want to become a professional, myself included, you can if you work hard enough. Because I've seen a lot of people that have said, it's in your genes. No, it's mostly work, and I'm here to prove that. So buckle in and come on this ride with me. Testing. Okay, guys. So if you've tuned in to episode 1 and 1.5 of the Gaming Bible, or it could be 2 or 2.5, whichever one is about flicking, it's been a very long time. I got sidetracked with a whole quest that I spent almost 2 years on. That's a really long story, but just stay off of that. Just know that while I was gone for those 2 years, nigga. But we're gonna get back to that, and that's still a side quest in my life. But be honest, let's go back to this. So right now we have a evolution in what I like to call flicking. So now that flicking, I'm watching a lot of pros on Twitch. They're now starting to flick a lot more crisply in these games, in the videos that I'm watching. So I'm always going to be your friendly, local Twitch mod or whatever, but that's beside the point. The point is that now that people are flicking crispy, now the whole point is now how do we get them to hit those shots as efficiently as possible. So if you've tuned into episode 1 and 1.5 of the Gaming Bible, or the flicking episodes, you would see that if you want to flick better, it's kind of like, going out there and flick. Now, if you want to go out there and you want to hit these shots more accurately, and I've experienced this firsthand for about 2 years now, this is the correct, absolute way to do this. Like it's terminally correct. You want to be flicking, like you want to be doing that motion as much as possible for as long as you can take. Well, let me not say as long as you can take, because I haven't even done that yet, but you want to be replicating the motions that you're doing in game. So if you're going to be flicking, I can't even hit it. You want to be hitting shots like that. And if you tuned into to the flicking episode, you would see that it's done on one wall, 6 targets, small. Yeah, so it turns out that that's actually too big, and you want to be doing this on extra small, because if you look at any first-person shooter that's out now, Valorant, CS, sort of CS, and Overwatch. Valorant and Overwatch, this is definitely extra small head hitboxes. And if you look at CS, it's more like in between a small and an extra small. So you want to be doing that to be as precise as possible. So there's precision and there's accuracy. There's going to be a lot of terms that I'm going to throw around loosely, and I'll define them as explicitly as possible for you guys, so that way you guys can follow me to the T. So right now, if you want to be flicking as precisely as possible, which means that you want to be able to replicate you want to be able to replicate that distance a lot, you want to be doing this on as small as targets as possible with as few repetitions as possible. So now you might be saying, well, why do I want to be doing as few repetitions as possible? you want to do enough repetitions to make sure that you're getting practice, but you don't want to oversaturate or overload yourself with work. Now, I can attest to saying that it sounds stupid the more you practice, but there's also something called a plateau or a wall of or a wall of diminishing returns. You want to be ramping up to that as much as possible and as slowly as possible to reach your full plateau and hit some type of explosive growth. Because even you too might be able to hit some shots with some god tier accuracy. So when I say I don't want you just to do one, and I don't want you to do a million, I want you to see how long you think that you can attempt to hit what I'm going to try to show you, and see how long you think you can do it. If you can do that for 2 minutes, okay, hit it for 2 minutes, and then go play your game, and then come back the next day. Then try 5, then try 10, etc. But what you want to be doing now is you want to go back. I'm not going to double back on the whole method. I want you to and I want you to just do this right now. This is a pretty decent distance. This is probably like a wide readjustment on something that you would see on Counter-Strike. And this is like a readjustment flick on Overwatch 2. And I would love to be able to place these dots wherever I want to, and then enter flow by hitting the same distance over and over again. But with the way that the aim trainers are, they're a lot restrictive and they're not as aim trainy as possible. So, and I have some more in store for tomorrow. So I'll be sure to, now that I have a way of actually captivating myself into showing you guys what to do, I'll do it. And if anybody else didn't want to just skip that, you're free to skip me talking, and you're free to, but there's already a video of this, and the only thing I'm telling you now that's new is doing this on extra small. But without further ado, here goes my practice attempt at 5 minutes of rambling. Let's go. Oh, and I'm doing this on a completely different hardware. I used to do Superglides and a glorious triple XL. I'm now on a Skypad 3.0 shiny Yume and a G Pro Superlight 2. Okay, so now that took me 7 tries, which isn't the worst actually, because if anybody can tell you that they can do this 6 times out of 10, ask them to upload a hand cam and like show them and make sure that they're doing this fast, like beyond just tracking it out. Like, make sure it's an actual flick when you do this. Like, it doesn't look like somebody who's just tracing this out. But now let's say you do something like that for about 50 repetitions, or see how many shots it takes you to make 50. Let's say it's around, so maybe somewhere around 300 to 400-ish. That would be an aim training recommendation for getting your flicking mechanics up. Now you might be saying, well, what are flicking mechanics are just going to be like how well you adjust and precisely hit a small target when you flick, and how accurate and precise you are. Okay. So that herein concludes episode 1.75 of the Gaming Bible, or whichever one the flicking recommendation is on. And I'm going to start talking about tracking, and then we'll also be talking about setup. There's been a big hiatus in this, but like I said, I got something that I just don't want to vocalize right now. It's been going crazy in my life and my head for like the past 2 years. So while I got this going on, I want you to bear with me as I now have a purpose for making videos as fast and getting them out to you as with intent and something new and collective and fun that I'd like to do as possible. Yeah, so if you guys would want to see me get behind something like an aim trainer or something for you guys have to, start vocalizing some of the things that you want to see me do. You know what? Since I said that, let me actually give you guys some gameplay as well. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it to the streets. I'm going to hold up. I'm going to give you guys, let's see how long it takes me to make 10 of these. And what I'm gonna do next is so this is too wide. So I still have to give you 10. Let me see if I can give you 10. And then I'm gonna take this to Overwatch, right? And I'm going to show you some Cassidy gameplay, as that's the most apt thing to be showing you about this flicking regimen right here. Oops. All right. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. I made a lot of these actually. So yeah, this is what I do on a daily basis to ink heads as fast as possible with Cassidy. Yeah, so just bear with me here. Oh my goodness. That was a little slow. I kind of dragged to it, but I'm just trying to rush because I want to give you guys the Cassidy gameplay on top of it too. If you see something like that in somebody's like VOD reviews, it's not really as crisp as like what I'm about to show you right here. And just one more, even though I know I cheated you guys out of one shot, but like hitting 25% of these is like pretty ridiculous. And it's pretty late at night right now. It's 1:40 and I'm giving you guys all of me right now. So like let's just go with the vibes. And let's see how I perform in that Cassidy game too. Everything live. Okay, let's get it. Oh, and I also play with DLSS on, so if you guys are Wondering why my game looks kind of funny compared to yours? Just try deep learning. Just try DLSS. That shit is amazing. Let's see how I hit up this deathmatch.
Someone needs to fill this saddle.
And they say chivalry. They say chivalry.
Taken the lead.
I had one good flick on Genji right there.
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Someone needs to fill this saddle. You remind me of myself when I was younger.
I'm way cooler than you.
That's exactly what I would have said. All you're missing is the hat and cigar.
Bro, what are up on my frames? I'm only getting $180 frames.
Righto.
5, 4,
I get the feeling you're not taking me seriously.
1. Initial flashpoint. Mark it.
Keep in sight, and this will go smoothly.
I'm not really going to be spamming the tank. I'm going to be showing you what I could be doing or so with hitting switches.
Try a little harder.
Hostiles are taking the objective.
Enemy over here!
Vanish.
I'm going 1 for 1.
Maybe a different angle.
Enemy spotted!
Lucky shot.
Objective captured.
Lassie is here.
Your Terry is here! Enemy here! Boosting your damage.
Thanks, Doc.
Moira by your side.
Enemy spotted! They're taking our point! Let's find us our kill!
I'll never miss my mark.
Actually, I had to hit that. But as far as my flicks go, these are pretty crisp.
lost. Next,
Not exactly what I
flashpoint,
expected.
Palace.
Thanks. Put it on my tab.
Checking in.
Flashpoint unlocked.
Wish I don't keep dying, but there's not really much else I can do.
They still haven't seen my ace.
I'll probably cut it somewhere short in the middle here, just to give you guys, or chop it up into highlights.
I'll just take the objective.
There's nothing I can do.
Eyes sharp this time.
You call it? Damage intensified.
That'll get it done. There's smoke, there's fire.
Flashpoint done. Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Thanks, Doc. Barrels are smoking.
If they want this point, they'll have to go through me. Self-destruct sequence.
Sometimes I like having a script, sometimes I don't.
Slow the wall,
In tip-top shape.
Garden secured.
S-
Next, flashpoint.
Like, you should be hitting 60s pretty casually. 60-25 is what you want to be averaging.
Thanks. Put it on my tab.
Enemy spotted.
ready for duty. Attack the objective.
Maintaining damage boost.
Flashpoint
Enemy
unlocks
over
in
here!
10 seconds. Flashpoint unlocked.
Everyone, on the objective.
That was a close one. bit early to dust off the boots.
I claim this objective. Stand with me.
Огонь по готовности!
Round number. Stay sharp.
Get them away from the objective.
Not exactly what I expected.
Till Valhalla!
I'm really feeling the heat. Really underestimating me? They're all down. That was some fine work.
I am ready, I am ready to unleash coalescence. Sorry. Yes.
My ultimate is charging.
Thanks. Put it on my tab.
Ruination is imminent.
We actually are winning this.
Play of the game.
It's high tide. All right, and that concludes episode 1.75.